Hello, Tab Nation. It's Tom, and today we're going to be doing a script. Pretty simple. Basically, it just counts really fast. You know, it goes like almost like a pin number 0001, 0002, and it just keeps going until we tell it to stop. Or it hits 9,999 because that's 4 digits. That's it. I could see this being useful in stuff like Excel. Maybe you need a text document with a bunch of numbers, or even in some video games where you gotta like crack a password, like a PIN number. This could like brute force crack the game's like PIN number or something. So yeah, let's take a look at the code. So like I said, it's pretty simple. It's not a lot of lines of code. So our hotkey is going to be F1. Obviously, you can change that to whatever you want. We're going to do when get title. We're just going to call it title 1 of the active window. And I'll show you why we're going to do that here in a second, why we're getting the name of the window that we're currently in. Loop, and like I said, we're going to a max of 9,999. And inside our loop, we're doing a send command. And this is just formatting it. Well, this part right here, it's just formatting it into that 4 digits, as you see here. 4 digits, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing into the last position or more. And then last thing we want to do is push enter. You know, if you're in Excel, it's going to just go to the next line. Or if you're in a game, it's going to submit your answer, see if it's right, keep going. We got a sleep 500 here, milliseconds. Honestly, you can make this way lower. On my computer, I had it set to 5 milliseconds, and it worked great. No problems. But I slow it down for this video just so you can see it a lot better in what it's doing. So obviously, you can get rid of this, change it to a different time. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you want it to go slower for some reason. You can always put it at, 5 seconds or something, which is 5,000 milliseconds. Now, the when get title, that's what we're doing here. I'm going to explain now. Basically, we're getting the title again. Oh, bless me. We're getting the title again, and then we're going to compare. When this loop started, and versus where it is now, has the window changed? And you'll see why we're going to do that. Then we're going to do break. So if they do not match, meaning the window has changed, we're going to break. This can also be like a safety feature in case you accidentally click out of the window. It doesn't start doing all this crap in another window. Also, it can be used for, maybe you're using this on I don't know, some website or something, and suddenly the title name, you push enter, and you get the PIN number right, and it switches you over to a new screen. That means, like, oh, it was a success, you guessed the right password. Stop. And then you're just going to break outside the loop and get that message box that it's done, meaning that it found either... So, message box done is going to come up for 2 reasons. One, you hit the 9,999, or the active window changed names. So there's 2 reasons why you'll get that done. And obviously this 9,999, you can change it to whatever you want. If you only need it to go to, 2,000, just change it to, 2,000 or whatever. And at any point, I just put an F2 exit app. That just makes it easier for program like this with a loop going on constantly. Makes it easier to close out, because you can have issues if you try to click on your menu bar and it's trying to send commands. You might not want that. So yeah, let's see this in action. What did I call this? Yep. So I'm just going to use paste bin. That'll be the best place to show you that active window name changing. So up here, the active window name is just paste bin. But the name will change. So I'm going to go ahead, push F1. Alright, I'm glad I showed you this. I just forgot. Chrome does not support send commands like that. It refuses, it will block it. So we do need to go over to Edge, unfortunately. So I'm glad that came up, actually. I forgot you can't do send commands like that in Chrome, because it's, and in most Chrome-based things, even though Edge is Chrome-based, it allows it. Alright, are we running still? Good. F1. So there you go. So did you see? It's just going down, counting. But if I were to click on, like, API, the window name is going to change. It's going to realize that, exit, break the loop, and say done. That way, if I go to a new page, it's not sitting here trying to send a whole bunch of, send commands where I don't want them and do something funky. Alright, and just to show you guys this in kind of the pin code cracking sense, we're going to do a little change here, 500 milliseconds. I changed that to 2 seconds. Honestly, I probably should do more like 250. Just to be on the safe side, we're going to add half a second there. This is just going to allow the web page that I'm using to reload. So yeah, that's really the only change I made there. I know there are like ways to do like wait for the page to load, but those can be completely unpredictable and not reliable. And the reason why behind that is because basically, like, even though it's connected and disconnected from the web server, the page might still be loading. Maybe there's, especially something like this where there's some type of JavaScript game, or, back in the day, Flash game or something if you're on like a really old website. So it's just unreliable. Honestly, as much as I don't like having to just pick a sleep and hope it works, it's going to be our best option for something like what we're going to do here, which I'm going to show you now. So we got this website. It's called guessthepin.com. I'll put that in the link description below or in the comments, probably as a pinned comment, just in case you guys want to play around and try this out. Just a random website I googled and found. It's pretty basic. You guess the pin number, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You guess it. Sorry, 1, 2, 3 is not the pin. Guess again. So it has some cool stats here. The current pin has been incorrectly guessed 23,000 times in the last 1 day, 4 hours, and 8 minutes. So basically, I guess somebody got the pin correct about a day ago, and since then, there's been over 23,000 guesses. So we're gonna see how long it takes. So as soon as I start this program, I am gonna start a timer and see exactly what we can get. Oh, look at that! The most guessed pin is 1, 2, 3, 4, like we just did. That's hilarious. I'm trying to see if there's past correctly guessed pins are listed below with the number of guesses and required time for each. Wow, so 003, 91 guesses, only took 18 minutes. I don't think we're going to beat that. Wow, 1 minute. Some of these are pretty surprisingly low. I thought these would be at least like weeks. That's crazy. Just to also point out there, I am using Microsoft Edge. The reason behind that is send commands don't really work in Chrome, so this program would not work in Chrome. Chrome kind of blocks that kind of stuff, but Edge allows it, so unfortunately I'm in Edge today, but whatever. It's just a simple website, so who cares. Alright, let's go ahead. I think I have it running already. I do. So we're going to go ahead and push F1. And there it goes. It's off to the games. And yeah, so it's going to just keep guessing until it hits the correct pin, or I mean, it won't hit 9,999 because then something's wrong with the game. But yeah, we'll start a timer right now on my phone. Let me do that. And we'll see how long it takes to guess the pin and what the pin ended up actually being. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording off here because there's not much of a point. So yeah, see you guys in a little bit. And I'm back for you. As you see, it says the done right there. For you, is just a few seconds. For me, it actually got the pin at exactly 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 7 seconds. And as you see, it was pin number 3364. So all those people out there, I always see people saying like, oh, in order to guess a pin number, it'll take you approximately like 30 years because there's this many combinations. And I'm like, well, I just proved that wrong. Here I'm at, 3,000, basically a third of the way, an hour and a half. Even if it was the last digit, it would only take a few hours to be able to guess the pin number. Now, a lot of people are going to be angry and be like, oh, why did you create this? Now people are going to be able to hack everybody's bank accounts and stuff. It's like, they obviously don't know how a bank account or any type of PIN system or password system works, obviously, because most websites, I think it's usually around 5. You get 5 guesses wrong, it's locking you out. So, yeah. This isn't really going to do anything. It's more for video games. If you need to do like this, a pin cracking thing. And this is pretty cool. Get a little graffiti shower there. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, want to see me do something else kind of along the lines like this, yeah, definitely let me know. I enjoyed doing this. The code, as you saw, crazy simple. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next one.